one container. You can get any sort of container that you want, any size. You're going to need an airstone to create all that humidity. You're also going to want an air pump. Depending on the strength that you use is how much humidity you're going to produce. You're going to need some airline tubing. And one of these filter sponges. And then optionally, you can use a tube like this to direct your humidity wherever you like it. And for your optional tube, you can use some suction cups and clasps to place it wherever you like. And if you really want, you could throw in a check valve. Alright, so first step is to silicone down the sponge that's going to wick the moisture into your humidifier air. So get down a squiggle of silicone. Make sure that it's not expired like mine was, as you can see all that juice that's the separated silicone. Stick your sponge down, and then do a layer of silicone around the outside just to hold it in place. And you'll be all set. Here you're just going to cut the sponge so it fits in your container. Get yourself a drill bit the same size as your tubing, and then drill yourself some holes. You're going to need one for the airstone, and then you're going to need another one. I put in two. It's going to be where your humidity exits and goes into your tank. I put in two because I want to have one in each corner of my tank pumping in humidity. You can have one and just feed it in, but I was going with two, so I made two holes. Here you want to get out your air pump, your airstone, and your air tubing. First, you're going to want to thread your tubing through your hole that's going to be your airstone hole. Then at the end of your tubing, you're going to want to connect your airstone. This is on the inside of your humidity container. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now you're just going to want to adjust the tubing. You don't want it touching the bottom, but you want it pretty close to the bottom. Lastly, connect the other end of the tubing to your air pump and you'll be all set. Now you're going to want to feed in your exit tubes. These are the tubes that are going to carry your humidity out of your humidifier and into your tank. Only put them in a little tiny bit. Now you want to put silicone around all of your tubes. You want to smear it around and make sure you seal everything in good. You don't want any of your humid air you've been working so hard for to leak out. It should look something like this. Now repeat this process for your exit tubes and you'll be all set. Now that you got your tubes silicone in, you're going to want to cut your tubes, your exit tubes. You're going to try and cut them as flush as you can with the lid. Now you can go ahead and trim all of your tubes so that they're a little bit better for wherever you're deciding to place your humidifier. Now you need to place your exit tubes. For me, I fed them into the lid of my vivarium, where the little tubing slots were already put in. As you can see, they peek out of the top corners and they'll just leak the humid air right into my vivarium. Fill up your container so you still have air to turn humid at the top. And then you want to screw on your lid by rotating the container itself so you don't disturb your tubing. glass tube, you're going to want to poke little holes in it with a hot needle for the humidity to leak out. And then you can place it anywhere you want in your vivarium, and it'll give you humidity anywhere.